y'all, I'm back with another cooking video. Tonight I'm going to be making jerk chicken egg rolls. So in my pot I have my bell pepper and my onion cut up. I did season it with a little bit of Houston's poultry seasoning rather, but it's good for vegetables as well. And I'm just going to, go ahead and saute them a little bit, let them sweat. And so that's how they're looking now that they've kind of sauteed a little bit. This is my jerk chicken that's been marinating all day. I will be showing you the seasonings that I put in there. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the pan so that way I can get the chicken cooked really good before we actually assemble our egg rolls. Now when you're doing this, you do want to make sure that you don't let the chicken stick because you don't want it to burn. This pot is a little tricky. So, I have to just be really careful and watch it because these pots, I don't know why they're like that. I really need to look for some new pots. I just haven't had the chance to go to the store and do so. So these are the seasonings that I used. I put some Tony's Creole seasoning. I put some paprika, of course. And I also put some of this Caribbean jerk style marinade. This is the Houston poultry seasoning. I also seasoned my chicken that as well as the bell pepper and onion. And also this is some mild jerk seasoning that I used. And of course your meal isn't complete if you ain't put no complete on it. So I had to add a little bit of that on there. And that's basically what I marinated my chicken with. And I had it marinating from this morning. So it's been marinating for about 8 hours. So now my chicken's cooking. You see it's starting to bubble up. It's starting to boil really, simmer really good rather. Now I did add a little bit of flour because I wanted that sauce to kind of thicken up. And I did put a little bit of that kitchen bouquet, which is basically like a browning seasoning. I'm pretty sure if you guys make oxtails or stew beef, you know what that is. So that's what I did, put a little bit of those two things in there, the flour and that kitchen bouquet, just to kind of, thicken that sauce up. And that's what it looks like once the chicken is completely done. Guys, this smelled so good. I cannot wait to try them. This is my first time making this. These are the egg roll wrappers that I will be using. And I have a little bowl with some plain water in it. And now I got Jeremiah holding the camera for me, y'all. He was making all types of noise on myself. Oh, mama, this is going to be so good. I had to get his voices out of there. So I'm just taking my finger and dipping it in the water and then, just rub it around the edge of the egg roll wrapper. I put a little bit of mozzarella cheese in there. And then you just go ahead and scoop you out some of that good old chicken with the bell pepper and the onion. You don't want to overfill it because it will tear because these egg roll wrappers are really thin. However, what I do is I double wrap them. Instead of just using one egg roll wrapper, I use two. Guys, I got a little confused. I put the wrapper down wrong, but it's all good. It's gonna get wrapped anyway. So I'm just folding it up. So you're going to fold that bottom part up to the middle. Then you're going to fold each side of it. So that way, once you fold both sides of it, it looks like a little envelope. And if you notice that it's not sticking too well, you can dip your finger back in that water because the water on the egg roll wrapper is what makes it going to actually, stick and close up. And then you just roll it on up. And I'm going to sit it on this cookie sheet until I'm done wrapping all of my egg rolls so that way they can all, kind of send. Y'all, Jeremiah didn't know what he was doing. He was turning the camera all around and stuff. He can't be my cameraman no more. So now with this one, you see I kind of put it like a diamond on there and I'm just rubbing the water on there the same way how I did with the first one. Just rub it on there. And like I said, if you notice that, it's not wet enough, you can go ahead and add some more water. And I'm just going to take my chicken mix and just put it on there. Now, these egg rolls, you can make them. I've done cheesesteak egg rolls before. I have done buffalo chicken. I just decided to do jerk this time because I was like, let me try something different since I'm going to be recording. And you just really repeat the same, the same steps for each one. Once you do it a couple of times, it really does come natural. It just, like clockwork, you'll know how to do it. And of course, I'm not a professional, so all mine aren't going to come out looking the same or whatever, and that's fine. I'm just making sure that the ends are down really good. Now, on this next one, I noticed that the next one I'm going to wrap, I noticed that I only had one egg roll wrapper, but you guys will see that in a minute. I don't know why Jeremiah was just staring at the egg rolls, y'all. He was ready for me to start frying them up because he was hungry. He was ready to eat. So let's see. So now I'm setting up for the next one. This is the one I was telling you about that I had only used one wrapper, but I didn't realize it until after I had wrapped it. I was like, why does this look so thin? But you'll be able to tell the difference in this one from the other ones that I did. You see this one looks kind of, kind of thin, but I did go back and put another wrapper over it. Like I said, I do two wrappers because to me, it just seems like it holds up better. It gives it an extra, layer of crisp. So that's why I do that. But you can definitely tell the difference. You see how that third one looks? So this is after I've wrapped all of them. So by this time, I've wrapped all of them. Now, the little kids are not eating this. Only Jeremiah, Lawrence, and myself are eating them. So I didn't do that many because I was making a side for it. So now you're just going to put it inside of your hot grease. And it doesn't really take that long to cook because remember, your chicken's already cooked and you're just basically getting them brown. So this is what the finished product looks like. That's the first batch that I had gotten out. Jeremiah was still the cameraman, y'all. You can tell when Jeremiah is a cameraman. But they look really good. They were so crispy and so nice and fresh. Now, this to me is not something that you would want to do and reheat. So I do make them, fresh. This is the second batch that we had going. So this was the second batch. Like I said, I think I made about 8 of them because Jeremiah and Lawrence will eat 3. I'll only eat 2. This is the finished product. These are actually my 2. So I just cut it in the middle so I could show you guys what it looked like in the inside. And guys, they were so, so good. They were very, very good. I will be making this again. I had my Thai sweet chili sauce to dip them in. And for my side, you guys will see, y'all know I love my rice and beans. I had cilantro lime rice with some black beans. I put my little sauce in a cute little bowl so that way I can dip them. And that's what I had. Jeremiah and I both had that.